Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered what it would be like if we had two moons? Well, hold on to your hats, because we're about to embark on an astronomical journey to explore how our world might be vastly different, more beautiful, and more complex under the light of not one, but two moons. Chapter 1: Understanding our current lunar companion. Before we delve into the world of what-ifs, let's first appreciate the moon we already have. A beacon in our night sky, the moon has been Earth's solitary natural satellite for more than 4.5 billion years. It's our closest celestial neighbour, and it has played a significant role in shaping the planet we call home. The moon's gravitational pull stabilises the tilt of Earth's axis, keeping it at a fairly constant 23.5 degrees. This tilt gives our seasons a predictable cycle of spring, summer, autumn and winter that has guided human activity for thousands of years. Without the moon's stabilising influence, Earth's tilt could vary dramatically, leading to extreme shifts in climate and making life as we know it much more challenging. In addition to influencing our seasons, the moon also governs our tides. As the moon orbits Earth, its gravitational pull causes the oceans to bulge outwards, creating two high tides and two low tides each day. These tides have shaped our coastlines, influenced the behaviour of marine life, and even impacted human history by dictating the schedules of fishermen and naval fleets. But the moon's impact extends beyond physical and biological effects. Over the centuries, it has deeply influenced our cultures and societies. Many ancient civilizations worshipped moon deities and built monuments aligned to the moon's phases. Even today, festivals and holidays around the world are tied to the lunar calendar. And let's not forget the countless works of art, literature, and music inspired by the moon's beauty. The moon has even left its mark on our language. Phrases like "once in a blue moon" or "over the moon" are embedded in our everyday speech, reminding us of the pervasive influence of our lunar companion. So, as we begin our journey into a hypothetical world with two moons, let's not forget the profound impact our single moon has already had on our planet, our lives, and our cultures. Chapter 2: The hypothetical second moon. As we continue our journey into the world of what-ifs, let's turn our gaze skyward and imagine a sight that might seem both foreign and fascinating. A night sky lit not by one, but by two moons. In this hypothetical scenario, let's assume that our solitary moon has a companion. This second moon is about half the size of our current moon and has a different orbital path. It's a smaller satellite, perhaps a bit less bright in the night sky, but still a significant presence. Would we name it? Of course we would. Would it inspire myths, stories, and songs like our current moon has? Most likely. But before we dive into those cultural implications, let's first consider the physical realities of this scenario. Two moons would mean double the gravitational pull, but it wouldn't be just as simple as that. The second moon's smaller size means its gravitational pull would be weaker, but still, it would undoubtedly have an impact. Its different orbital path would mean that the two moons wouldn't always be on the same side of Earth, creating a complex dance of gravitational forces. This gravitational ballet would have significant effects on our planet. How significant? Well, that would depend on a host of factors. The exact size and distance of this second moon, its orbital path, and how all of those elements interact with Earth's own rotation and orbit around the Sun. Remember, our current moon doesn't just light up our night sky. It affects our tides, stabilises our planet's tilt, and even slows down our planet's rotation. A second moon would undoubtedly add to these effects, changing our world in ways we can only begin to imagine. In the upcoming sections, we'll dive deeper into these changes, exploring the potential impacts on our planet's tides, climate, and even our culture. But for now, take a moment to imagine what it would be like to look up at the night sky and see not one, but two moons shining down on us. Chapter 3: Astronomical Implications. As we venture further into our hypothetical scenario, we start to see the potential astronomical implications of having two moons. Remember, our moon doesn't merely illuminate our night sky. It plays a crucial role in the mechanics of our planet. Firstly, let's consider Earth's rotation. Our planet spins on its axis once every 24 hours. That's what gives us our cycle of day and night. The moon's gravitational pull, however, acts as a kind of brake, gradually slowing down Earth's rotation. Scientists estimate that billions of years ago, a day on Earth was only about 6 hours long. With two moons, this braking effect could be even stronger. The combined gravitational pull of two moons might significantly slow down Earth's rotation, leading to longer days and nights. Imagine a world where each day lasts 28 hours, or even longer. How would our sleep patterns change? How would plants and animals adapt to longer periods of sunlight and darkness? Another key factor to consider is the tilt of our planet. Currently, Earth's axis is tilted at an angle of about 23.5 degrees relative to its orbit around the Sun. This tilt is what gives us our seasons. Without it, there would be no cycle of spring, summer, autumn, and winter. But with two moons, the tilt of our planet could become more extreme or erratic. If Earth's axis were to tilt too much, we could experience extreme seasons with scorching, endless summers and long, frigid winters. On the other hand, a less tilted Earth would mean much milder seasons, potentially even a perpetual spring. And maybe more of the Earth would be covered in permafrost, frozen ground that never defrosts. These are just some of the potential astronomical implications of having two moons. The exact effects would depend on a host of factors: the size and distance of the second moon, its orbital path, and many other variables. In the next chapter, we'll explore how these changes in rotation and tilt could impact our planet's tides and climate. But for now, let's pause and reflect on the intricate cosmic dance that keeps our planet stable and habitable. Before we move on, please don't forget to hit the like button if you're enjoying this video. And let us know in the comments, how do you think you would adapt to a world with longer days and longer nights? Would you enjoy all that extra sleep? But what about the longer work days? Chapter 4: Impact on Tides and Climate. As we continue our journey through this hypothetical world of two moons, let's now turn our attention to the potential impact on Earth's tides and climate. Both of these aspects of our planet are heavily influenced by the moon, so adding a second moon to the mix could lead to significant changes. Firstly, let's talk about tides. As you probably know, the ebb and flow of our ocean's tides are primarily controlled by the gravitational pull of the moon. When the moon is overhead or on the opposite side of the Earth, its gravity pulls on the oceans, causing high tide. In areas perpendicular to these, we experience low tide. With two moons exerting their gravitational forces, the pattern of tides would become more complex. We might see higher high tides and lower low tides due to the combined gravitational pull of the two moons. Alternatively, if the moons were in different parts of the sky, they could pull the oceans in different directions, leading to less pronounced tides. Coastal ecosystems, many of which are adapted to the current tidal schedule, could undergo significant changes. Moving on to climate, the potential changes here are a bit more speculative, but nonetheless fascinating. As we discussed earlier, the tilt of Earth's axis, which is stabilized by the moon, is crucial for our seasons. If a second moon made the tilt more extreme or more variable, this could lead to dramatic shifts in climate. Moreover, if the second moon's gravitational pull affected Earth's rotation enough to lengthen the day-night cycle, this could also influence climate patterns. Longer days could lead to more intense daytime heating, while longer nights could result in cooler temperatures. This might alter weather patterns, potentially leading to more extreme weather events. Chapter 5. Potential changes to life on Earth. In this chapter, we'll explore how the presence of a second moon might impact life as we know it. From the smallest microorganisms to the most complex mammals, life on Earth has evolved in response to our planet's specific conditions. A second moon could have dramatically altered these conditions, leading to a very different biosphere. First, let's consider the potential impact on nocturnal species. These creatures have adapted to thrive in the darkness of night, using the light of the moon and stars to navigate, find food, and avoid predators. With two moons, nights might be brighter on average, which could have led to very different adaptations in these species. Insects like moths, which use the moon for navigation, might have had to evolve different strategies. Predators that rely on the cover of darkness to hunt could find their tasks more challenging. On the other hand, prey animals might find extra moonlight beneficial for spotting threats. Plants too might be affected. Some plants synchronize their activities with the lunar cycle. For instance, certain species of coral spawn all at once on specific nights of the year, timed to the lunar cycle. With a second moon, these synchronizations could be thrown off, leading to novel evolutionary adaptations. And what about us, humans? How would our societies and daily routines adapt to, say, a 28-hour day? Moreover, imagine the impact on our cultures and mythologies. The moon has been a source of fascination, worship, and inspiration for as long as there have been humans. Would we have twice as many moon deities, moon myths, and moon idioms in our language? Or would having two moons make them less special, less mystical? As we've seen, the presence of a second moon could have profound implications for life on Earth. Our solitary moon has shaped our world in countless ways, and it's fascinating to consider how different things might be if we had another. Chapter 6. Cultural and mythological implications. As we delve further into the implications of a dual-mooned Earth, let's now turn our gaze to the realms of human culture and mythology. If our current lone moon has had such an impact on our collective imagination, just think what two moons could do. Our moon has inspired countless myths and legends across cultures, often personified as a deity or associated with a particular god or goddess. Imagine the rich tapestry of stories and beliefs that might have emerged from a world with two moons. They could be twin deities, rivals, lovers, or symbolize contrasting aspects of life and the universe. In the realm of poetry and music, a second moon could even add more depth and variation. The moon has been a metaphor for everything from unrequited love to the passage of time. With two moons, the metaphors and symbolisms could be even richer and more varied. Visual arts, too, could be profoundly impacted. From paintings to films, the image of two moons hanging in the night sky could add an extra layer of beauty, mystery, or even foreboding. How many more moonlit scenes would we see in our art galleries and movie screens? Language itself could be different. Phrases like once in a blue moon and over the moon might have equivalents referring to the second moon. We might have different names for different types of moonlight or different moon phases. Even our calendars might be different. Many ancient calendars, like the Hebrew and Chinese calendars, are based on lunar cycles. With two moons, would we have developed more complex calendars or found a way to harmonize the cycles of the two moons? In the next chapter, we'll explore the impact a second moon might have had on space exploration. How would the space race have played out with not one, but two destinations in our immediate cosmic neighborhood? But for now, let's take a moment to reflect on the profound impact our moon has had on our cultures beliefs, and arts. Imagine how much richer and more varied these could be with another moon in the sky. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends. And let us know in the comments, what kind of myths and stories do you think we might have had if Earth had 2 moons? Chapter 7. Life in a binary lunar system. As we approach the end of our journey through this hypothetical binary lunar system, let's take a moment to visualize what daily and yearly life might look like with 2 moons in our sky. Imagine stepping outside at night and seeing not one, but 2 moons casting their light down. Their phases might not always be in sync, so on some nights you might see a full moon alongside a crescent moon, or perhaps 2 half moons. The additional light from a second moon could make our nights noticeably brighter, changing the ambience of our evening activities. Throughout the year, the 2 moons would likely have different cycles and paths across the sky. Some months might have double full moons, while others might see the 2 moons at opposite phases. We might even have special names for these events, just as we now have blue moons and supermoons. The presence of 2 moons could also lead to more frequent solar and lunar eclipses, with the moons occasionally passing in front of each other. These cosmic events could become regular spectacles, offering breathtaking scenes for us Earthlings. But living with 2 moons wouldn't just be about beauty and spectacle. As we've discussed throughout this video, it could also present significant challenges, from altered tides and climate to potential impacts on wildlife and human sleep patterns. Adapting to these changes could test the resilience of life on Earth in surprising ways. Yet, as with any challenge, there would likely also be opportunities. New patterns of life could emerge, new myths could be written, and new scientific discoveries could be made. A binary lunar system might present a very different world, but not necessarily a worse one. As we wrap up this journey, let's remember that our solitary moon has played a crucial role in shaping our world and cultures. From guiding our ancestors home to fueling our dreams of space exploration, it has been our constant companion in the night sky. Yet, exploring this what-if scenario helps us appreciate not just the moon we have, but also the boundless potential for variety in our universe. Who knows, maybe somewhere out there in the cosmos, there's a planet with 2 moons, teeming with life and stories of its own. Conclusion. As we reach the end of this journey through a hypothetical Earth with 2 moons, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've explored. We started with our current understanding of the moon and its impact on our planet, from the gravitational effects that shape our tides and stabilize our axial tilt, to its influence on life, culture, and mythology. Then, we dived into the what-if scenario. We discussed the potential astronomical implications, including changes to Earth's rotation, axial tilt, and the complexification of tidal patterns. We also considered the possible effects on climate and weather. We pondered how life on Earth might have evolved differently under the light of 2 moons, and how human cultures and mythologies might have been shaped by this celestial duo. And finally, we imagined what daily and yearly life might look like in such a binary lunar system. But perhaps the most important takeaway from this thought experiment is a deeper appreciation for the delicate balance that allows life to thrive on our planet, and for the profound ways in which our celestial companion shapes our world. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What do you think life would be like with 2 moons? How would it affect our cultures, our daily routines, and our natural world? Please share your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and for joining us on this thought experiment. See you in the next one.